I know many people were asking how Miss Pandora, the tigress, has been doing after her spay surgery, and she has fully recovered. We're very excited about that. She will be able to get access to her pool this week, even though the weather's not cooperating. She'll be able to get that filled up because we're not worried about her incision anymore, and she's done just great with recovery. She's coming over to say hello. This is a tiger chuff. It's a way tigers say hello. Pandora's always comes up to say hi to her caretakers. So again, many of you that are just tuning in, this is the Wildcat Sanctuary. We're a rescue group for big cats in need, like Pandora. Pandora is one of our most recent rescues from Colorado who underwent spay surgery. And the reason we spayed her is that other cats that were rescued from the same rescue and were relatives of Pandora actually had to have emergency surgery due to reproductive issues in pyometra. And we definitely wanted to prevent that. Now I don't know where she went. We'll see. We'll go walk around and see if we can see her. So we wanted to prevent any emergency surgeries for Pandora, and we thank you so much for everybody that contributed to her surgery. It looks like Pandora said hello and now is going into her building because she thinks I should have brought her a meal, which is where she gets fed. They condition us as much as we condition them, I think. But we'll say hi to Ekaterina. As you can see, it's just springtime here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It means pools are just getting opened. It's about 55 degrees today. And construction's well underway. This is Ekaterina. Ekaterina's rubbing to say hello. You can see she still has her winter coat here in Minnesota. All the cats, even warm weather cats like Bengal tigers or servals, get a big thick winter coat to help keep them warm. I can't see your comments right now. I wish I could because I like to answer them, but they're not showing up on the feed right now, so I apologize. Well, I see a special girl is out, and that's Miss Nikita. Not many people get to see Miss Nikita, so we're going to walk over there. Nikita, if you have not read her story, is one of our white tigers who came from, excuse me, I'm turning off my radio, an exhibitor who also did bear wrestling, who brought bears to bars, allowing people to wrestle. He is known for quite a bit of abuse to his big cats, including Nikita. We were informed by a trainer that Nikita received blunt force trauma to the head. She came to us and was a very shy girl and did not come outside a lot, and now she's out quite a bit to say hello, and she loves her neighbor Shazam. People do often ask what happened to the exhibitor who had caused such trauma to Nikita. He did pass away, but unfortunately the cats like Nikita were with him when he passed away, and then Nikita was saved by a wonderful couple in Ohio who then had her for a year and reached out to us to place their cats when Ohio's law was getting passed against exotics. So she's just relaxing today. I don't know why my phone is so blurry. I apologize when I zoom in. But many people that are tuning in don't realize that how many big cats are kept for exhibit in roadside zoos or in private hands for profit. It's something we really advocate against. These animals should be left in the wild. We don't want to see more at sanctuaries here, but we are happy we can offer the service and give them dignity. Tim Harrison from Outreach for Animals knew Nikita very well, and he says that Nikita is one of the most dangerous tigers he's ever seen in the captive environment, and was very glad that we were able to remove her and safely bring her to the Wildcat Sanctuary. He visited just about a year or two ago to see her progress, and she came right up to the fence and sat down, and he was just so thrilled how she had calmed down so much from her previous life. Her rescuers, Denise and Jose, came out to visit her as well, and she gave them a wonderful hello, came up and rolled at the fence and things like that. So it's amazing about rescued animals, no matter the species, is they live in the moment, and they really do have the capacity for forgiveness. And with your help, we're able to give them tools to heal. And sometimes that's just a lot of time to be alone, to let them know that no human's going to do anything negative to them. And then in Nikita's case, after a while, we started positive reinforcement, where she received rewards for coming out calmly. We were neutral, so if she had a bad reaction, we didn't react negatively. We just let her know that nothing was going to happen no matter what her reaction is. So for you, it might be boring to see a white tiger lay on the perch, but for us, it's pretty exhilarating to see that she's that calm around us. You can see her little tail moving because she hears my voice to let me know that she knows that I'm here. But she's really a success story, and we're so pleased by how far she's come. And back to Ekaterina, we kind of laugh because Ekaterina, much like you'll see in your domestic cats, loves to eat grass. So she's our cow of the property, we say. She does not have any digestive issues or anything like that. This just tends to be what she likes to do as pastime. A lot of times she doesn't eat it, she just spits it out, but each cat has their own unique personality. So cats like Ekaterina, you know, could not be with us today without people like you. It takes a village to save these animals, and we're so thankful that all of you have joined us in the cause of no more wild pets and to hopefully end the big cat crisis. We just have a few days left of our big miracle match program, where donations will be matched up to $72,000 by generous donors. So if you have capacity to give, now is the time to do it, where your gift will be doubled and be, let's see if I can zoom, and be more impactful for the animals. Well, we'll take a little bit of a walk around. I don't know if Shazam is out. You can see these are our woods. So at the sanctuary, people ask us a lot about safety. So not only do we have the habitats, we have a barrier fence here for the public. Even though we're not open for public visitation, obviously there's donors on site. We sometimes have vendors or volunteers, so they have to stay behind the barrier. Then what we have is what we call a compound fence, and that's 12 foot high with recurve fence around the habitats. And back out there where you can see the yellow sign, that's also a property fence. It's a high tensile fence that goes around all the property at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So we have multiple barriers to protect the animals, but also to protect the community. We take safety very seriously here at the sanctuary, and you know, a happy animal is a much safer animal. So we keep them well fed, keep them enriched, and give them plenty to do. So we're coming across Feline Meadows is on the right, and then Wild Woodlands is where I'm walking on the left. I will see if Shazam is out at all. I do not see Shazam in his habitat, so he might be indoors. away and her habitat is there. I actually found Shazam when we walked by. I'll see if he'll come up. So Shanti Diva is down at the end of her habitat. We'll see if she'll come up. I think people are surprised to learn that all of our habitats are built by our staff, volunteers, and interns. So we can see Shazam. You can see that he's walking on his platform. Shazam always likes to surprise me. He's been, we have a funny relationship. He's definitely the boss of our friendship. So as a leopard, you'll notice something differently about the enclosure. He's roofed. Leopards are really good climbers, so we definitely want to be safe for Shazam. He likes to climb. You'll see the log platforms. This is a Bobcat area. Henry and Haley live in here. They're going to be getting some new exciting catwalks in their area come this summer. So it'll be really fun to see that they'll get a lot more vertical space usage out of their habitat. You might be able to see Henry. He's walking along. And I know a lot of you like close-ups, but today I'm wanting to show you a little bit farther away so you can see where your donations to the Miracle Match program go. It goes to a lot of space for these animals. We just want to continue to go bigger and bigger with their habitats as we get more funding. We can never give them back the wild, but we can give them a quality life here at the sanctuary. Up on the right, the far right, is the trio, which is the 3 tigers from Colorado, and then you can see their big Feline Meadows building that was constructed last year. And we've come upon the Sleeping Beauty. Miss Shanti Diva. Usually she'll come say hello, but we've caught her in the middle of a cat nap. And at 22, she deserves to do anything she wants. So it's a little bit quiet day out here because the staff is working on the bungalows up at the top of the sanctuary for the hybrids, as well as we are revamping our indoor quarantine area to provide a lot more interior space for cats that are in quarantine, whether they're new arrivals or they're recovering from a surgery or they're geriatric enough that we want them in that area to do close observation. You can see a lot of our bent poles. These are our winter markers for culverts and things like that. We pull them out in the spring, but for snow removal, we mark everything so that we don't hit anything with a plow truck when we've got a couple feet of snow on the ground. Can anybody guess who this tiger is? This is actually Zeke. Zeke arrived with Griffin and Dimitri and Pandora, but the 3 brothers lived together. Pandora lived separately. Griffin is up grooming himself along the pool, and you can see Dimitri's in the back checking out one of the trees. So even though these 3 brothers get along great, we'll often find them in separate areas of the enclosures. It's so nice. They came from like a 20 by 30 foot enclosure in Colorado, and they have about 20 times that amount of space here. We'll be adding more trees and landscaping come this summer. And the grass grows to be about 3 to 5 feet tall in the enclosures, so a lot of enclosures will have to mow. days like this, it's really nice to regenerate ourselves, come out and spend some time with the animals, and you deserve that too. You help make all this possible. Zeke is actually the smallest of the three brothers, but he's always the first to say hello, and he's off. I know, you like to talk. And he's often the first to eat too. So being small, he definitely is the dominant one. These boys are about 6 years old, the trio. From the information we have, they've been raised together. You could just see we shared recently the video of them moving to this new habitat and how excited they were to get into their transport crates and move right over. Trying to see if where Dimitri is, but he might be behind over there. I know, Lizette, you're talking about you're even sad to see tigers in sanctuaries. I think one good thing you can think about is that we don't want to see them in cages and in sanctuaries either. We want to see them in the wild. But compared to being passed around for pay-to-play opportunities, starving, starving or being abused and neglected like Nikita, here they get to be as wild as they'll ever be. So it's not replacing the wild, but it is providing them a quality of life. So we appreciate everybody who does not want to see tigers behind fences, and we ask them to join the cause of no more wild pets so that there isn't more big cats in need of rescue in the United States. And again, now through April 30th, just a few days away. Right, you tell them, Zeke. Your donation will be matched up to $72,000 by generous donors. This is Dimitri just came up. And I see hi Dimitri. And now Griffin is coming to say hello. You can see there's a little bit of mud from the rain earlier this week, but they don't seem to mind. We've got a lot of headbutting going on with the two brothers. So again, we really are so thankful that we can provide you special moments like this today, where you can see where your donations go for the cats. We could not do our work without you, and we always want to keep our rescue fund full, so the next call we receive, we're not having to do an emergency appeal, but instead our team's ready to go pick up the next big cat or even small cat in need of rescue. So thank you for being a very special part of our work and everything we do.